Guys, I'm excited about this. So Jonathan Stonecipher, aka Stoney, messaged me a minute ago and said, "Hey, Boo and I are driving. Why don't we give you a rundown of what has happened, and we can go live?" So, guys, I ran out to the shop. We are obviously in the podcast room. Can't wait to do this. I'm working on list stuff, but got to hear these stories. Sadly, these guys are out. I was really hoping for Boo to come in and just wreck the Rowdy Radio class, but it sounds like we got some struggles. So let's hear what they are. We are live with Boo Kvamso. What is up, my dude? Tell us.
We are currently cruising down the middle of nowhere, Kansas, I think, maybe in Nebraska. Unfortunately, we're in my truck and not in my race car.
Yeah, but hey, it'll be a lot more comfortable in the truck.
Yeah, we're soaking up the AC, cruising along, probably getting 18 miles per gallon or so. So, not too bad.
Yep. It looks like we got some folks that are sad you're out. So, dude, what happened?
Yeah, so we hadn't really made any test passes at all on the 26s, and the cars always had a little bit of tire shake on them, trying to be real conservative or really mean to kind of combat that. But our first pass yesterday was kind of a throwaway pass, had a little bit of staging issues. So the second pass, it just shook the tires a little bit and broke the transmission. And it's a little bit more catastrophic than we're capable of fixing in a parking lot. So just decided to go ahead and call it for the week and cruise along and see what we can do.
And keep it all together and not scatter it everywhere.
Yeah, I just really didn't want to do anything halfway. I mean, I've got so much time and money invested in it now. I really didn't want to just try and band-aid it together and then tear up something even more expensive or break it more catastrophically 2 days later. And it's
Yeah.
a really untested setup, so I don't know what we could have really accomplished at that point anyway, if we could have even been competitive with something limping in at that point, because the class is fast this year.
Yeah, for sure. So, just to give everybody an idea of how fast the class is, we have some. Let me see here. Let me get down here to the list. Yeah, I mean, Travis Martin's running a 5:27 so far, and then Donovan Linwood's a 5:13, and so you put up a 5.9 at the circuit untested then as well. So I was hoping you get a little more seat time between the circuit event and this one. But dude, that's what happens when you want to go fast, man. You got to upgrade, you got to do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we raced one no time shootout in the time between then, so we really didn't have any idea of how fast it had gone. And that was also on a 28. So the 26s, it was really hard to find tires. Sleeper came through, he found us a set, I think the only set in the whole country right now, and pretty optimistic about it. Probably the first 4-second 26.85s for race week, I think, but couldn't quite do it, unfortunately. But yeah,
Hey,
the class is
that's the way
fast.
it
I think
goes.
we're going to
Yeah.
stick on the 26s for the rest of this year and test on them and just try and get a little bit more data for it. That way we're a little bit better prepared.
Yep. So now, being out for 1.0, does that mean you're going to come back for Rowdy Radio 2.0?
I'm not sure. It's actually my 10-year anniversary this year, and I'm going to take a vacation with my wife. So the likelihood of me doing three is pretty slim, but I've also never not finished one of these, and I've also never not placed in any drag and drive that I've done. So I really don't like ending the whole year on a sour note. This is kind of the one I'm doing. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Dang, that's cool, man. Well, good luck to you. I think so. You guys are still going to do the whole week or most of the week at least,
Yeah,
right?
we're gonna road week it from here on out. We've actually got the trailer with us too, so we can help out. And we've got Jason and JP and Greg and our little group that we're going to be cruising along with. So try and
Nice.
enjoy the week still.
Yeah, that's for sure. So you guys are headed to Kearney, racing tonight, and then tomorrow's a drive day. Now, your plan was early on to race and then drive as far as you could at night. Is that kind of still the plan? What's the goal here?
Only if that's what the rest of our group wants to do. We're kind of, leaving it up to them at this point, since
we can do whatever
we
now.
we can do whatever now. We'll accommodate anybody. They don't need to accommodate us anymore.
Gotcha. Well, what are some of the fun things that you guys went through on day one with other folks? Did you watch some other racing by chance or anything like that?
It's been really cool. I mean, this is my favorite event of the year. Nothing against any of the other, deals that we go and do, but just seeing people that you don't really see very often. And I really like how they're kind of trying to enforce the, hey, get up, get in, bump in if you have a turbo car, let's race side by side if we can. So it just makes it a little bit more fun actually racing people. They're also doing a reaction time challenge for the co-drivers, and I think it's super cool, kind of just getting the other people more involved in the event the day of. And it seems to be a pretty good time so far for everybody.
Yeah, so I've seen the reaction time set up, so that will move track to track with you guys?
Yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't calculate rollout for a 500 horsepower car or 1,500 horsepower car, something you kind of train yourself to do. So I stage super shallow and leave immediately, and that's how you can cut a good light. On a little bit lower power car, you might stage just a little bit deeper or leave just a moment after the light, the first ambers in something that's deep stage, but there's no rhyme or reason to it on this deal. It's just lights and clockwork. So
nice.
A little bit trickier if you're a seasoned racer trying to get used to it.
Hey, Mike.
Oh, nice. Yep.
I did go and do the reaction time challenge deal, but it's so much different than driving a real car. It's just different because you actually go wide open throttle to stage and then get on the tranny brake button, and there's no rollout and no staging. It's just so much different than a real car. I did like an 096 light, and then I red lit 4 times, and it's, I'm used to leaving on a lower horsepower car, and it's also a sportsman tree instead of a pro tree. I'm used to racing a 500 pro tree, so like you got to be with it. And doing the sportsman tree with a tranny brake and something with no rollout, I'm going to have to like make some passes before I get acclimated to doing that.
So what you're saying is you'll have it figured out by the end of the week.
I told Jason's co-driver, she actually cut a 000 light and a 009 against me yesterday, and I told her, I said that's going to be different tomorrow. So I said I think like if I don't drink a Mountain Dew or 2 before, and then maybe if we can get some Valium somewhere.
Jason just texted me and said he had to pull over for some reason.
Then we'll be ready. I'm gonna let you get Boo back on here. I got to make a turn here. So.
All right, man. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Did you say Jason said to pull over real quick?
Yeah, Jason had to stop for some reason. I'm probably gonna see what he's got going on, Mike.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. We'll talk throughout the week.
All right, perfect. Sounds great. Thank you, Mike.
Bye, guys. Later.
Bye.
All right, guys. So the plan is if you do not follow the Gas Chamber Nova, you need to do that. That's where Jonathan and Boo will update all their adventures. Sounds like they're fixing to have one right now. Now, here's what you need to know if you've never been on a drag and drive event. Requesting someone to pull up the lead car to pull over could be as simple as, hey, I need to throw some fuel in, or hey, I've got this weird sound in the front, and it turns out to be a belt that is trying to come off the pulleys. It could be anything. So we'll find out about that too. The Gas Chamber Nova, I'm going to put it right in here. I don't have the link yet, but I'll put it in the comments here. The Gas Chamber Nova for you guys on Facebook. Please go follow that. That's Jonathan Stonecipher's Nova build, and he is using this event to start posting to that page and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, guys, thanks a bunch. We'll see you soon. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there.